Welcome to Glow TV for the Daily India Report that brings you glimpses of the changing India. In our first story, PM Narendra Modi has called for the coordinated effort to fight COVID-19 at the Non-Aligned Movement Summit. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday said that the non-aligned movement members can help promote global solidarity and it must remain inclusive. He said humanity is facing a major crisis in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic and NAM can contribute in dealing with it. Speaking at the virtual non-aligned movement summit through video conferencing, Modi said the world needs a new template of globalization post-COVID-19 based on fairness, equality and humanity. He said during this crisis, India has shown how democracy, discipline and decisiveness can come together to create a genuine people's movement. He added that Indian civilization sees the whole world as one family and while caring for its own citizens, India is also extending help to other countries. The Prime Minister said India is regarded as the pharmacy of the world, especially for affordable medicines, and despite its own needs during COVID-19 pandemic, it has ensured supply of medicines to 123 partner countries, including 59 NAM members. He also said the country is active in global efforts to develop remedies and vaccines for COVID-19. He said even as the world is fighting COVID-19 crisis, some people are busy spreading other deadly viruses like terrorism, fake news, doctored videos to divide communities and countries. India has extended its lockdown for 2 more weeks with some relaxations in all zones. Third phase of lockdown with relaxations in green, orange and red zones come into effect. The third phase of lockdown in India with different relaxations in green, orange and red zones has come into effect till the 17th of May. Modi government on Friday had announced extension of the lockdown for 2 more weeks with considerable relaxations in lower risk districts. The Health Ministry has divided over 700 districts of the country into red, orange and green zones and centre's guidelines will be followed according to the zone. Union Minister Prakash Javadekar has said that the government wants to give the message that India is undergoing a phased exit from the lockdown, where more and more activities are allowed to be conducted. In the national capital, the Delhi government has implemented relaxations following the Home Ministry's guidelines, where all government offices have become operational from Monday. Under the new guidelines, those involved in essential services will see 100% attendance, and for non-essential government departments, only Deputy Secretary and 33% staff are allowed to report to work. Private offices too can function with 33% staff. Suspension of travel by flight, Delhi Metro and buses continued in the national capital. Schools, malls, gyms and social, political, cultural and sports gathering also remained banned. No movement of people will be allowed from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Those aged above 65 years, pregnant women, those with pre-existing medical conditions and children below the age of 10 shall continue to stay at home except for meeting essential requirements and for health purposes. Self-employed personnel are allowed to resume commercial activities. Print and electronic media, private security firms can open. Firms involved in the manufacturing and supply of essential goods will be allowed to open. Private vehicles carrying a driver and 2 rear passengers will be allowed to commute, but only to access essential services. Wedding functions with 50 people are allowed. Funerals is also with a maximum of 20 people.